Once in a quiet little village, there lived an old woman. She was not only known for her kind heart and gentle smile, but for an astonishing perpetual peace. Whether the village woke to a bright morning or was battered by a severe, chilling storm, she always looked centered and calm. People frequently sought her out, not just for advice, but for a share of that serenity. One afternoon, a young woman arrived, her eyes red and tired from weeping. She carried the visible burden of her worries. She sat beside the old woman, struggling to find words. The young woman finally said softly, "Grandmother, how is it possible that you are always happy? No matter what darkness happens, you never look sad. Don't you ever feel devastated when things go utterly wrong?" The old woman smiled with deep knowing and poured a cup of warm tea. "My dear," she said, "happiness does not come from observing what happens around us. It comes from controlling what we carry inside." The young woman frowned, still caught in her pain. "I don't understand that. When genuinely bad things happen, how can any person choose to be happy?" The old woman looked at the small oil lamp beside her, its flame dancing gently. "Let me share my own truth," she said quietly. "When I was young, I had everything, a husband and children. We were poor, but our small house was loud with laughter and deep with love." She paused, her eyes soft with memory of that past joy. "Then my husband fell gravely sick. We spent everything we had, but we had no money for the proper treatment needed. Day by day, his health worsened. When he finally left this world, I genuinely thought my heart would break into pieces. I cried for many days and many nights. I felt there was no reason, no light left in my entire life. But after some time, I realized that crying would not bring him back. My children still needed the love and strength I had left." Slowly, I began to learn the difference between pain and suffering. We cannot stop the storms of life, but we have total control over how we face them. She reached out and gently touched the lamp. "Every morning, I established a ritual. I light this flame, and I tell myself a simple promise. This is a new day. I will find one reason to smile. That reason is a deliberate gratitude practice. Some days, that reason is minuscule. The warmth of the sun through the window, the persistent sound of a bird singing outside, or a brief, kind word from a neighbor. But if we commit to looking for it, there is always something good." The young woman then asked, "But when something truly painful happens again, how can a person still stay peaceful?" The old woman nodded slowly. "It is not easy. We feel the pain, and that is necessary. But I remind myself of the transient nature of pain. Nothing lasts forever. Good times pass, and so, inevitably, do the bad ones. I choose to look at the light, at the gifts I still possess, my health, my memories, and the gift of simply being alive." The young woman watched the lamp flame. It flickered softly, but it never surrendered its light. She looked at the old woman's calm face, and a genuine smile finally returned to her own face. "Thank you," she whispered. "I think I understand now." That night, when she returned home, she found a small oil lamp, lit it carefully, and whispered the old woman's promise. At first, finding a reason was a small battle, but soon her heart began to change. The light inside her never went out. She taught others the same simple ritual. Happiness does not come from the world around us. It begins inside our hearts. And so, a small flame of peace spread quietly through the whole village. All because one old woman had kept her lamp burning and her heart full of light. If this story lit a light in your heart, please like, share this video, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video.